I can't believe you do this. Every single time you do this. I, why? Just explain to me why, okay? And again with the bubble wrap. Again. Look, it's not going to get us there any faster, okay? I know you're excited. So am I. I know. But, oh no, I'm not going to leave without you. Don't worry about it. Well, if you fall asleep during the move, that's that's your problem. I know I wouldn't do that to you. Okay. You got everything in your room packed up? Does that include your Legos? How about your Easy Bake Oven? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, why don't you go get that packed up, okay? Here, take this with you. Sorry. Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim. Welcome once again to our weekly little mess we slap together and we call GainerWorld Live. It's an hour where we all just get together, let our hair down, and just kind of relax and forget about all this 2020 stuff that's going around. And we just come back and just enjoy each other. Just have fun and just be for like an hour. If you're new to our little soiree, if you're expecting David Dobrik or Colleen Ballinger or Casey Neistat, you've come to the wrong place, that's for sure. We don't do anything like that, and we're not about to. We just kind of hang out, play a little music, talk about things, and have some fun. So come on into the chat room. If you've never talked to anybody in the chat room before, we're really all very cool people. And they'll be more than glad to talk to you. Elizabeth is in there already. Hey, Elizabeth. Always good to see you. Hi. Elena is there. So always good to see you, Elena. Congratulations. And hi. Always good to talk to you. So what's the first topic, says Amy City Games. City Games is just saying, hey, listen, we're just going to go right into this sucker. There is a lot to talk about this week. Mostly the fact that, the big news, the great big news, is the house, the new living, dwelling, residence thing, real estate, whatever you want to call it. It is done. We have a new residence. We are finally moving. After 6 long months of this mess, we're finally going to get on out of here. And that's good news for you. Why, you ask? Because we are going to officially give you last call on the album contest. What day? I will give you one hint. It will be anywhere between the 10th and the 31st of October. I will give you that much. Anywhere between the 10th and 31st of October. What day officially are we leaving, Plopsy and I? What date are we going to be officially leaving and going into our new digs? Send your guess in, admin@timgainer.com. If you are the closest person, you will win a personally autographed 150-gram vinyl copy of my album Honor Among Thieves. See, I'm so excited I can't even talk about this. That's how excited I am about this. Get your votes in between the 10th and the 31st. What day are we going to be leaving? admin@timgainer.com. Get your votes in. Don't delay. Do it today because time is running out. We will announce the winner next week. Next Friday's show is when we announce the winners. So make sure you get your little things in now. Oh, moving like bowels after a plate of collard greens, says Chris King. My brother in sound, my brother from another mother. Always good to see you there, man. And I can always tell that, he's going to be there. So we all know what that's going to be. Oh, Mr. King, that's funky. Yes, it is. Every City, you have no idea. It's going to be one of those nights, I can tell. I'm very excited about it. Finally found a place. And the papers are signed, the keys are in my hand, and we're slowly, you might even notice here on the set that things are a little different. things are a little different this week. Might be a little askew. I am aware of it, and it's only because we're making all these changes. We're slowly moving stuff out of the current GainerWorld International Complex and moving it into the new one. So just kind of bear with us for another week or two. We'll be fine. The question is whether or not he'll help you move. Oh, yeah, no, there's no way. There's just no way. I'm going to let you know now. Donna has walked into the chat room. Donna, always good to see you. Let me see, who else is there? We already mentioned Elena and mentioned Elizabeth. Chris said I'll make the greens. Yeah, that figures. Well, although I'm not going to knock that, because I will say, and I know this to be true, Chris is an excellent cook. I will say that to be true. And also, he and I were, I was fortunate enough to have him over the other day, and he was kind of helping us out with some video things to help us get ready for the big move and relocating things and stuff like that. So, yeah, lots of stuff going on. Spell checking. Giddy ho. Giddy ho, says Donna. And about to be single. Yes, ladies. Chris is single. I'll just let you know right there. I can test the level of Chris King's cooking. I know you can, buddy. I know you can. We all can. Yeah. Tried to get his recipe for chicken tetrazzini and just wouldn't give it up. I don't know why. Colorado representing, little sister coming in from the CO. Oh, yeah, or something like that. Okay, stop it. Stop it, you two. Stop it! Okay, but anyway. So, lots of things going on this week. As I said, get your guesses in to when we're going to be leaving here. It'll be between the 10th and the 31st. Give us the date. Winner to be announced next week. So, we'll let that go. That's the good news. Of course, we've got a couple things going on that happened this week. Really sad about it. Of course, if you don't know what I'm talking, spit it out, Tim. Yeah, I know, man. Mike, I know, buddy. It's one of those days. Trump has roid rage. Well, what else is new? You're moving on moving day. I went, no, Chris. It doesn't work like that, okay? Yes, by the way, and for those of you who don't remember, the phone lines are open. And, yeah, if you try to call, then yes, you will be put on the air and humiliated in front of tens of people. So, the bad news being we lost an icon the other day. And boy, is everybody bummed, myself included. If you haven't heard the news, we lost Eddie Van Halen at the age of 65. He'd been sick for a long time with throat cancer. He'd been battling that for, almost 20 years. So obviously he's out of his pain, and that's great, but boy, the legacy he left behind. I distinctly remember I was playing with Alpha at the time, and the guitarist Richard Trusk. Donna Abbott says that's my first guitar crush. I don't blame you. I really, and yes, he had been battling throat cancer for 20 years, long time. But I can remember I was playing with Alpha, and I thought about this story as I heard about Eddie's passing. Guitarist Richard Trusk called me. And he's like, you got to come over. You got to come over right away. You got to come over. And I thought something was wrong with him or his wife or whatever the case may be. I'm like, Rich, what's going on? Just get over here. So I ran over to his house. He had called an emergency meeting. He called an emergency meeting of all of us, the entire band. And he said, you've got to hear this. And he puts on the first album. Now, the first album had just been released maybe 10 days previous. I hadn't heard it. None of us had heard it. Rich had heard it. And he's playing all the tracks. He's playing Atomic Punk, Feel Your Love Tonight. And he's talking about love. And we're like, well, it's hard, it's fast, it's really good. He's making some great sounds, nothing big. He's, what? But wait, there's this. And he puts on Eruption. That's when all our jaws dropped. And by the time it was done, he just looked at everybody and went, now what do we do? It was the end of the world. And it was. It was the end of mainstream rock and roll as we knew it. Because the guitar playing was so unique. And it was so genuine and heartfelt. And nobody was doing what he was doing. And many people have tried, but they just have never been able to catch his style since. Yeah, a lot of people can hammer. Yeah, a lot of people can pick. When was the last time you played a guitar with an electric drill? Let me ask you that. I don't think too many times. So, yeah, it's really sad, and he left behind a hell of a legacy. Chris says, in memory of Gainer and Lee on the Loose podcast, I'll have a joke for the room later. Not as bad as the past, but pretty bad. Oh, this can only lead to no good. You don't want to drop your jaw for anybody. Ask Chris is in the room, folks. I can tell. Oh, I told you it was going to be one of those shows. See what happens when I leave for a week? I leave for a week, I try to find a place, come back, and all hell breaks loose. So that's okay. And Sister Judy says Trump has roid rage. Yeah, that's true. Chris says, yup. He automatically admits it. And that's okay with me. So yeah, that's happening. I want to kind of address some of the viewers. He didn't even read music. No, he didn't. He taught himself how to play. In fact, I read a story today that I didn't know. He was Dutch, and he was born. He wasn't born in this country. He was Dutch born, and did not know the language when he came in to the country. And when he went to school, I guess he got beaten up. Yeah, he was born and raised in Amsterdam. That's right, Elena. He was. And when he came to this country, he couldn't speak a word of English. So it made for a tough life for him. And I guess it was some of the other kids, that kind of protected him, in the schoolyard. And he taught himself English, and he taught himself how to play guitar. He originally learned how to play piano. I did know this. He originally learned how to play piano, which is how he developed the hammering style. Because he just kind of took the scales from piano and transposed them onto guitar strings. Which makes complete sense. Oh my God, where have you been, dude? I've been busy, okay? And he was hot, says Donna. Yeah, well, only Valerie Bertinelli knows for sure now, doesn't she? But that's another story. His father was a musician. Yes, his father was, I believe, I want to say his father was a pianist as well. But I don't quote me on that. Not really sure. But it was a terrible loss. It was really bad loss. No. Donna says, no, he wasn't. All right, Miss Snooty Pants, what was he? Just playing. I'm just playing. Hey, listen, we've been busy the last couple of weeks, okay? I've been moving stuff. Been exerting myself. Physical labor, manual labor. You know what I'm saying? Manuel labor has been prevalent in this place. Valerie Bertinelli, I'd take her one day. Really, Chris? Really, bro? Valerie Bertinelli, I'd take her one day at a time. Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. What happened to you last Friday? Asking for Dan. We were starting to move. We were in Danimal. What up, dude? We were moving because we signed the papers on Wednesday and we started moving on Thursday. And we were also doing it on Friday. Had a lot going on. In fact, we've been kind of doing it at like a little steady dribbling, so to speak. Just little things, moving in, trying to get, little dumb stuff like getting the cable going so we can keep doing this, among other things. Working for, the Hug Show and everything like that. So we've got to get that going. And this is going to take a steady stream. In fact, I would go so far as to say that probably there's going to come a time, probably in November, we're going to take a couple of weeks off from the live show and get everything set up so we can show you our new studio, get that all set up, and get everything going there. Also in November, and a couple of people have been asking about this. People are asking, well, what about your show in November? What's going on with that? Right now, don't know. Thank you, Coronas. Ruin another show for me, why don't you? We're supposed to be playing at the Montrose Saloon in Chicago on Friday, November 13th. As of this time, haven't heard anything about that. Once he gets to his new place, he'll be focusing on his OnlyFans account. No, please. Strictly Pornhub, dude. Come on. If you're going to do it right. I'm just saying. But why do I let him talk me into these things? But yeah, okay. You want me to lose money? Is that what you're saying? So yeah, we're still trying to find out about that. You'll make more on OnlyFans, and you would know the same Muse City. How? We're too old for that stuff, says Elena. You speak for yourself, young lady. But you go, wow. Need you ask? Oh, man. It's good to be surrounded by friends. Friends that just want to see your head rolling down the street in the concrete. But at any rate, old is in the eye of the beholder, my dear. Remember, 60 is the new 30. Just saying. And there's actually some people that are actually into that kind of thing. Not that I would know personally, mind you, but that's how that works. With friends like these, who needs that? You, boy, you got that right. I'll do a song here. Let me do this. Not too old for some stuff. Not that stuff for us old timers. Enemies. I mean, of course you did. Yeah. No, Elena, you've got to remember the song. I can't remember who did it. You've got to remember the song. And this is as I'll just say this. I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. That's an actual song. It's an actual song. Speaking of songs, I want to do one. I've played this a few times. And I want to play this. I've played this a few times, but I just had this. Toby Keith. Thank you, Donna. I knew. No, actually, I didn't know who sang it, but let me do this one song. I played this on the Hugs Live Drive, and just haven't played it in a while. Since then, actually. Emerson, Lake and Palmer song. Tomorrow may think I'm here, but don't be unkind. It's only I'm blind. When I think a thing or two, I think of lying in bed. I shouldn't have said. You see, it's all clear. You were meant to be here. From the beginning. Maybe I might have changed and not been so cruel, and I've been such a fool. But whatever was done is done. I just can't recall, but it doesn't seem to matter at all. You see, it's all clear. You were meant to be here. From the beginning. You see, it's all clear. You were meant to be here. Love that song. Love that song. One of the first difficult songs I ever learned how to play. And one of the first songs that Jim ever learned how to play too, my son Jim, which is really cool. So anyway, thank you for coming by tonight. If you are new to this little whatever it is that we do, thank you very much. Be in the chat room. We'd love to hear from you. Talk to us, say hi, tell us where you're from, because everybody's in there right now. Chris is telling me that it was made by the same guy that wrote I'm So Miserable Without You, It's Almost Like You Never Left. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. And Donna says Toby Keith also in an actual training video for BP when he worked on an oil rig. I did not know that. Interesting. When did you take up 12? Elena wants to know, when did you take up 12 string and how does it differ to play a 6 string? I actually took up 12 string when I was about 15. I'd only been playing guitar for about a year, and I found this beautiful EKO. I had a Les Paul copy, an electric guitar, that I was very proud of. And I walked past this music store, and there it was, just hanging there, this beautiful EKO 12-string that they were selling for a song. And I went, I wonder if they take a trade-in. And I traded in my Les Paul for that 12-string, and I've been playing ever since, especially after I got, I was influenced by the great Sean Phillips, and Leo Kottke, who, if you've never heard Sean Phillips, you need to. He is, in my opinion, probably the most overlooked and underrated singer-songwriters and singers in the history of acoustic rock. Judy says I was 16. I claim I'm 15. I'm claiming it was 15. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But be that as it may. But I love the 12 string. Is it different to play from a 6 string? Actually, no. Because these strings, the only difference is that there's an extra set of strings, but the strings are actually one octave above each other. Like, for example, if I play this E string right here, if you can hear that, there's another string right next to it that's an octave higher. So obviously when you play them together, but they're so closely spaced, it's almost like you're playing a 6 string, but you're just playing 2 sets of them. So there's no real difficulty other than to be able to press the strings down hard enough so you can hear both strings at the same time. So that's really the only difference. But I've been playing all this time, and Judy says I was 14. That's nice. I'm glad to hear that. I remember. But just the same, yeah. So yeah, I'm very happy that I do play it. I came back to playing a 12 string. I really hadn't played a 12 string for like years. Elena says she was 14. All right, who are you gonna side with, kid? Huh? Come on, really? Is this how you stab an old friend in the back? Is that what you're doing? Huh? Anyway, I'm gonna come do a song with you when you're in the new digs. I want you to, Chris. I think that'd be a great idea. I think that'd be a really cool idea. So you can play any song with a 12 string. Yes. The question is, does it sound good with a 12 string? Because there's some that don't. There's some that do. There's some that sound great. There's some that you play with a 6 string that you should play with a 12. But, yeah, so Chris King is now telling us that, he's going to be up here one day. And once we get the new studio set up, we will be having special guests, to be sure. And, yes, Chris will be one of them. And he's going to come up here, and he's going to be just as obnoxious as he is now. And he's going to sing, which he's good at, by the way. He is a very good singer, as well as being one of the top house DJs in the country. In fact, I saw something really cool that, and I'm about to expose you, bro, on Amazon today. He and his production company, Halstead Street Entertainment, has released a line of merchandise. Yes, we have HSE swag now, and one of them is this wonderful T-shirt that says "I Heart OPM," DJ OPM, which is Chris's stage name. It's not like he doesn't expose himself. No, he does expose himself. In fact, I've had to bail him out a couple of times as a result of that. So he's playing his song. See, what? See, what's there to see? There's nothing to see here. Move on, citizens. So yeah, so definitely go to Amazon and check out Halstead Street Entertainment, and go buy tons of their merchandise because it's really cool stuff. And I want to see pronounced like the drug. Oh, I know that. You're just dying to get me demonetized, aren't you? Chris exposes himself to... Okay, hello. Come on now. This is why I need to be a little bit more critical of the people in the chat room. And this is why I'm really not. This is why I'm glad the chat doesn't work a lot of times on the replays. Because I would be in a lot of trouble. But, yeah, so definitely go do that. And also, if you're in southern Pennsylvania, if you're on the East Coast in Pennsylvania, I need to speak to you for a minute. Because there's something very cool that's going to happen. we have talked at length in the past with our pal, our Marcelo Obregon, and his company, Mars Guitars, which currently is headquartered in Pasadena, California. Well, turns out that in the month of November, for you guitarists and even people of the banjo and mandolin genres, Marcelo is going to be coming out to the Pennsylvania area. He is setting up a satellite office out there outside of, I want to say Chambersburg. And he is going to be one of the few luthiers out there in that area, from what I understand. There are people, a lot of guitars, nobody to fix them. Mars is going to be out there, and he's coming out in November. We'll keep you posted on what's going on with that. But Mars Guitars is expanding and coming into the East Coast area. So get ready for that if you're a guitarist. He worked on this 12-string that I was playing, and I watched him work on it in a hotel room with next to no tools on a pillow. And he took this 12-string and turned it into one of the sweetest things in the world. It's not the coronas. It's not the coronas. It's just allergies. Really true. Should I just mention Furbies? I don't understand why you would want to mention Furbies, but bull. Corona boy. No, not I, sir. Not I. No. Corona boy's getting ready to do rallies in Florida. What is up with that? I'm just saying. People quarantining themselves for 2-3 weeks. People in hospitals with aspirators down their throats. He goes in there 3 days later, comes out, and he's back on the road. I'm not a political person. I'm just saying. Anyway, no, I do not have the coronas. I'm very healthy. Thank you, save for a postnasal drip. And that's it. And that's really all that it is. And that's all it has been. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, at any rate, so we are a great fictional rock band. Okay, yes, let's talk great fictional rock band names. One of them being Corona Boy. and Chris is about to come through with a bunch of great names. We used to do this. He and myself. Yeah, 13 Heads and a Liberty Bell. Yes, I do remember that one. Speaking of Corona, MU City is telling us, speaking of Corona, Maynard James Keenan of Tool is reporting he has lung damage from Corona. That sucks. Oh my God, that sucks. I hope it's not major. I really hope it's not major. That would be such a drag. That would be such a drag. We just lost Eddie Van Halen. We just lost Johnny Nash. You know, yeah, that was another one. If you hadn't heard that news, Johnny Nash is gone. If you remember the song, I Can See Clearly Now, Stir It Up, My Merry-Go-Round. Johnny Nash passed away from, I want to say, from dementia at the age of 80. And the bassist from Red Hot Chili Peppers. No, man, not Flea. Come on, don't tell me Flea's got it too. Really? Oh, man, that's not good. Never mind, mistake. Yeah, don't scare me like that, man. Don't scare me. Not Flea. Not Flea. That's, yeah. Unless you... I got old news from this Tool sitting next to me. But you know. This is why I decided to keep the show going, okay? And if you're new to the show, Tim says, hey. Hey to Tim. I thought you were directing that at me. It took me a second to figure that one out. Yeah, I know, Greenflow. I know. I understand. But Yeah, if you're new to this little soiree, this is pretty much what we do. And this is why I'm glad I keep it going, because it's just a room for people to hang out, have some fun, forget about the fact that this is 2020 and everything that can possibly be messed up can possibly be messed up. And we just kind of relax for an hour. And so if you're new, we appreciate it. We're glad you're here. And come on by the chat room. Come on into the chat room. As you can tell, we've got cool people like Chris and Elizabeth and Donna and Elena and Amu City and all kinds of cool people hanging out with us. So come on in and say hi. We appreciate it. Fictional rock band names. No. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, man. Speaking of 2020, another thing that I read just today, as a matter of fact, which is like the strangest thing. If we all remember a few months ago, before things were getting completely out of hand, remember we were talking about the murder hornets. Remember the murder hornets? Remember when everybody was going to be so scared of the murder hornets? Yeah. And somehow the best that I can figure is, well, they canceled the murder hornets. I think there was a scheduling conflict. I'm pretty sure of that. Because just everything else was going on. And, I mean, you had coronavirus. You had all this crap going on in politics. You had ABBA reuniting. I mean, come on, really? I mean, no, we don't need the murder hornets. So what we do have instead are the poisonous caterpillars. There has been a report of, in Virginia, there is this report of these caterpillars. They look almost like purplish grayish. And they're cute. They're cute little furry things, but they have these little bumps on them, and I guess there's spikes coming out of these bumps. And apparently these are poisonous. And if they won't actively come at you, but if you like brush against one or step on one, it has been said that it feels like hot knives going into your body, and you end up, getting sick and headaches and throwing up and all that good fun stuff. So apparently this is the substitute this year for the murder hornets, who I believe will be back next year. As Amu City and Chris keep coming up with fictional band names, which I cannot mention for fear of demonetization on YouTube. So I don't need the strike, guys, okay? I'm just saying. Oh, please don't let the chat work tomorrow morning. So like I said, there's forget the murder hornets, we have the poisonous caterpillars. Aren't we glad? So that being said, murder hornets and poisonous caterpillars will meet in the Midwest for a battle royale. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Hell in a Cell. I'm thinking best 2 out of 3 falls between the murder hornets and the poison caterpillars. And what what happened to that one? I not the murder hornets, but there was one like a praying mantis or some ant or something like that. That if it attacks another insect, it'll just eat its brain. It'll just crack its head open and eat its brain. I forget which one that is, but yes, I feel like Richard Attenborough all of a sudden. We just got this in from our pal Megan Paulette. Just wanted to say hi. Have a great show. I'm going to try to catch the end if I get out of rehearsal. Okay, that's cool. That's great. So our hi, hello to our pal Megan Paulette, who said hi to us through Messenger. Sunday, Topeka Superdome, Insect Armageddon. Yes. Sunday, in the Topeka Superdome, down and dirty in the mud, it's Insect Armageddon, Murder Hornet, Poison Caterpillar, Hell in a Cell, only one walks out. I love it. I'm ready for that. Fictional rock band names, Helena Cell. Okay, I'll accept that. Oh, man. Another one that I haven't done in a long time. But I've done a couple times on this show. But just because I feel like doing it. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the bunkers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. It's so noisy at the fair, but all your friends are there. With the candy flowers you had, and your mother and your dad. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the bunkers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. There's a girl just down the aisle, and you turn to see her smile. You can hear the words you wrote as you read the hidden note. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the bunkers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. Now you're underneath the stairs and you're giving back some glares to the people that you met, and it's your first cigarette. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the bunkers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, oh, you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. Now you say you're leaving home 'cause you want to be alone. Ain't it funny how you feel when you're finding out it's real? Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the buckers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the buckers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. A swinging little ditty. One that, when you stop and think about it, is kind of kind of indicative of this year. Yeah, you just want this year to end. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Fictional. Turning to the chat room once again. Let's see what's going on here. Fictional rock band names: ShamWow and the Popeels. Okay, they're signed to K-Tel. I get it. Sugar Mountain, is that like Candy Mountain that Charlie the Unicorn got his kidney stolen? No, not even close. No Oompa Loompas, no nothing like that. No, Mike, no. That's not how that works. Oh my gosh. Swinging them just a little outside. Anyway, not the Coronas. Just allergies. That's all it is. Even Melissa Long stopping in to say hello. Melissa, always good to see you. Thank you for popping in this evening to our little soiree. You are surrounded by friends, and the fact that you even said hello is just like the coolest thing in the whole wide world. You're surrounded by friends. In fact, if you are new to the show, you're just watching it for the first time. First off, boy, do you have rotten taste in web shows. And secondly, why don't you pop into the chat room and say hi? Because we would love nothing more than to be able to say hi to you, find out where you're from, just like Melissa did just now, and people like Elena and Elizabeth and Chris and Amu City and Donna and all these people that are watching the show right now. And I thank you all so much. It's a way for friends to get together. And if you're new here, hey, you're a friend. Because we're just those kind of people. It's kind of like Jonestown, just without the Kool-Aid. Fictional rock band names: Mike Tyson and the Spelling Bee Champs. But that depends upon how you pronounce it. Has to be Mike Tyson and the Spelling Bee Champs. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? Mike, if you're watching, please don't kill me. So I don't know about the Spelling Bee Champs. But anyway. So we're ready to go. If you're new to what we're doing here, let me just give you the full treatment right now as we're talking. We have got the apartment. Question: Chris, are you from Beverly? No, he is not. I promise you, Judy. I know it. She wants to know if you're related to a Patty King from Beverly. No, he is not, and I can prove that right away. But anyway, you see the crawler right here. It is last call for our autographed album contest. We have found a place. We are moving into it. I will give you this one hint. It is going to be between October 10th and October 31st. Pick a date that you think that Plopsy and I are going to be leaving this little place that we call the GainerWorld International Complex into the new International Complex. Send it to admin@timgainer.com. The person closest to that date will get a personally signed, autographed to having to hold for your very own 150-gram virgin vinyl copy of my album Honor Among Thieves. In the event of a tie, yes, both of you will get something because, hey, we're just those kind of people. We're really cool like that. So yes, definitely, we will announce the winner next week. So you have 1 week left to get your guess in. admin@timgainer.com. So make sure you do that. Chris used to live at 103rd and Walden, which I know what building he used to be in because I had a couple of friends that lived there at the same time, and that was actually that's kind of a cool neighborhood. It still is, actually, truth be told. I was just there a couple of weeks ago, as a matter of fact. Groovy little place. I miss that. I miss that area. Just kind of hang around there. There used to be a really great restaurant right on 103rd, right off of Walden, as a matter of fact. I think it was on Wood. That was there. That just closed down, unfortunately, because of the coronas. What are you going to do? But it was. I missed that little store that shared the parking lot with my building. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. There was that cool little, it was a little grocery store that was there. And you had the park right there. You had Walden Park right there to the rear of it. That was just a terrific, it's a terrific area. And you were right down the street from the, if I'm not mistaken, I think you were almost across the street from the castle, if memory serves me. Discovered Matt's chocolate chip cookies there. Yep. I understand that. I understand that completely. Believe me, I do. Include time for ties. Yes, as I said, in the event of a tie, you both will win. Because homie don't play that. I'm not going to sit around and play games going, well, they got it in first, or they just didn't, Block from the Castle, never been in it. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I lived in that neighborhood. I grew up in that neighborhood. Never went into the castle. Never once have I been inside it. Which is kind of embarrassing to say. Because I spent like 20, 30 years of my life in that neighborhood. So, but yeah, I was never inside it. Pass by it all the time, going to Ridge Park and do all the theater shows. Yes, I did that when I was young. That was kind of my start of making a complete fool of myself. Little sister wants to know, where's the new place? Oh no, I can't tell you that now. I can't tell you that. Let me get moved in. Everybody's going to be. No, I don't need people hanging at my front door. Nope. I want to get moved in first. Okay? Yep, had sandwiches. Now, are you talking about the store? Melissa says she's in her new place. Yes, Melissa has moved into her own apartment. So she's digging the glamorous life. Yeah. Don't flatter yourself, you're not that famous. What a coincidence. Neither are you. Okay? So, we have that much going for each other. If nothing else. Oh. Anyway, but that's okay, Chris. I still sold more records than you. So, anyway, we're not going to get into this. We're not going to get into this, okay? We're not going to get into this. Andy, that's nice. Oh, yeah, he went there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. There's a little private joke between Amu City and Chris and myself. We were close fans, good fans of Floyd the Barber. I'll just say that. Don't start with the Andy Griffith. I know I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. Them's fighting. Okay, all right, kids. Now let's not turn into a riot. Melissa's saying them's fighting words, and all I'm doing is I'm just complimenting you on your independence, girl. You are woman. Hear you roar. That's right. We lost Helen Reddy too, didn't we? Man, we're losing those three. Neighborhood? Yes, it is in a neighborhood. Yeah, I'm very happy to say. I tried to do the I tried to do the seclusion thing, but everybody just kept, the neighborhood. Oh, the store had sandwiches. Did they? I don't remember that. I don't remember them having sandwiches. I remember the cookies and stuff. I remember it was like a little convenience store, but I don't remember them having fresh food. Then again, I mean, we're talking so many years ago. It was like ridiculous. They did? Okay. If you guys say so, I sure believe you. That's just, the drug-soaked brain doing it again. What can I tell you? But, yeah, so we will we'll wrap all this up beginning tonight. And don't forget, next week, we will announce the winner of the moving contest. The contest that you have come to love so well that took 6 months to pull off. Get your guesses in. Admin at timgainer.com. What day are we going to finally be moving here? Sometime between October 10th and October 31st. Get it in. Admin at timgainer.com. Those closest to the date of the actual move will win a 150-gram vinyl copy of my album, Honor Among Thieves. Won't your friends be proud? And it will be signed by me. You'll be the envy of the neighborhood. Tim, you rock. Thank you, Melissa. You rock too, hon. You really do. You rock, babe. You rock. Doing that whole David Coverdale thing. Did I just date myself? I don't know. But, yeah, so we're going to do that, and we will announce the winner next week. So get your stuff in, and we'll kind of go from there. I'll just ask Justin and Matthew where you're going. They don't know either. Did you just reference David Coverdale? I did. In the news last week, a woman was arrested at customs trying to enter the U.S. from Canada for trying to smuggle in bull semen into the country. What? Why? Why, Chris? Just tell me why. I don't even need to hear the punchline. I just need to know why. Oh, my God. Little did she know that bull semen is already available in the U.S. under the brand name of White... Oh, man. Under the brand name of White Claw. Wow. I've never had it, and I don't want to. And not just because of that. What will we do after you move for fun? Oh, I'm sure we'll come up with something. We'll figure it out. We always do. And on that note, just as things are falling apart, just in the nick of time, it's time to get out of here. Thank you all so much for joining us again this week. Certainly appreciate it. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. We're over 60 subscribers, which is in YouTube land a grain of sand. I realize that, and I know I'm nothing. And if there's nothing else, and back to you, Melissa, if that just proves to Chris that I ain't all that famous. So let's make me famous. Let's get 100 subscribers. If you're new, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be able to get the notifications of when we do this. And we will do this next week. Winner next week of the moving contest. Until then, thank you all so much for being here. I certainly appreciate it. Stay safe, stay well, be good to each other. And we'll definitely catch you next week. Like, subscribe, do that YouTube stuff. As always, hey, if you like it, you know what to do. We'll see you next week. And in the meantime, until we get into the new place, we're still just going to end this show the way we always do. Like this.